Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about specialty set ETBs. Now, I just made a video about a week ago talking about regular ETBs in comparison to booster boxes and why they're not a good investment in that sense. But I figured it would be good to look at just specialty set ETBs and see if they're worth investing in. So what I did is I basically took all the specialty sets from Sun and Moon up into Scarlet and Violet, and I kind of have a couple issues with this. I mean, Sun and Moon, as we'll see in the data, they're definitely performing better. I mean, it makes sense they're older, but they were also less printed. So I'm not sure it's great data for us to extrapolate out into the future if that's going to be a good thing to do with the following and the coming specialty sets like Paradise Dragona or whatever it's going to be named here in North America. But be that as it may, I have the data so you guys can make up your own opinions. So we'll start with Shining Legends. Oh, and before I get into this, I'll just say I have the MSRP prices here, but again, for these calculations of annualized ROI, which again, online calculator, I use the current date today, April 19, 2024. I use the date of release and the current market value, but I also used 80% of MSRP when I use these calculations, except for the Pokemon Center versions. I used full MSRP because it's, essentially impossible to find these for less than MSRP, whereas all the other sets that aren't Pokemon Center exclusives you could normally find for less than MSRP. So Shining Legends, current market price is $267.80, which gives us an annualized ROI of 33.76%. Dragon Majesty is currently about $365 or 48.65% annualized ROI. Hidden Fates, $169.94 is 37.14% annualized ROI. Champion's Path, now we're into Sword and Shield, 101.64 currently is 29.89% annualized ROI. Shining Fates, the set that was printed into Oblivion, 45.61 is a current annualized ROI of 4.24%, which is almost surprising in my opinion, considering how much it was printed, but fair enough. And following Shining Fates, basically every set now that's a specialty set has had a Pokemon Center exclusive as well. So we're going to see two different prices, starting with Celebrations, $39.99. Current market price, $75.46 is a 28.51% annualized ROI. The Pokemon Center exclusive was $64.99. It's currently $110.11, which is a little over 23%, 23.15% annualized ROI. Pokemon Go, $37.62 for the regular ETB. Current market value, that's negative 3.33% annualized ROI. The Pokemon Go Pokemon Center exclusive is $65.53 currently, which is a 0.46% annualized ROI. The Crown Zenith regular ETB is now $43.45, recovering pretty well, is 6.88% annualized ROI. The Pokemon Center exclusive for Crown Zenith is $119.24 currently, which is 62.72% annualized ROI. Pokemon 151 regular ETB is $57.11 currently, which is an 85.78% annualized ROI. The Pokemon Center exclusive for 151 is $95.20, which is 123.15% annualized ROI. Paldean Fates, the regular ETB is $39.62, which is negative 3.96% annualized ROI. And the Pokemon Center version is $74.65 or 158.57% annualized ROI. Now, when we add all these up and we get the average, it comes out to 42.37% annualized ROI. A few things to point out. First of all, obviously, I still don't know if Sun and Moon ETBs are, reasonable data to pull from when we're talking about Scarlet and Violet and even Sword and Shield. Because as you can see, there's a bit of a difference between regular specialty set ETBs when we get into Sword and Shield. Like Shining Fates, 4.24%. Champion's Path, sub 30 as well. Celebrations, sub 30. Crown Zenith, sub 30. 151 is the only one essentially above 30 when we look at all the Sun and Moon, though. Almost 34, almost 49, and 37%. So there's definitely a big difference, and I'm not sure how the data is going to play out long term, but this is what we have right now. Another thing to note is that the current 151 Pokemon Center ETBs and the Paldean Fates Pokemon Center ETBs have massive annualized ROIs. Even the regular 151 ETB does as well. And part of this reason is the set's not even a year old, so I imagine that these numbers, especially for Paldean Fates, will come down over time. You can see a massive discrepancy between the regular ETB and the Pokemon Center exclusive for Paladin and Fates. I did break down the data a bit further. So regular ETBs, if we take all of them excluding the Pokemon Center versions, is 26.76%. And if we look exclusively at the Pokemon Center versions, it's 73.61%. Again, just to note, this is the Pokemon Center versions just for specialty sets, not sets like Fusion Strike or Brilliant Stars or Obsidian Flames, just the specialty set Pokemon Center versions. So Pokemon Go, Celebrations, Crown Zenith 151, and Paldean Fates. And you can see there's a massive discrepancy. I do think this 73.61 again will come down as 151 and Paldean Fates ages. I imagine this number might settle somewhere a bit closer to, 60%, 50%, maybe even less. It really just depends on what happens. But when I look at this data, it's clear to me that, first of all, specialty set ETBs over time are a decent investment. So if you are, trying to get into specialty sets, I think you're going to be okay picking up regular ETBs. But going further into the future, I'm probably just going to pick up the PC versions of specialty set ETBs. I did pre-order Paldean Fates, so I imagine once the Paradise Dragona set or whatever the next specialty set is that's released in North America, I'll probably just pre-order a case of those as well. That's all I got for you guys today. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this data, if you're invested in any of these sets. Thank you guys for liking the video, commenting, sharing it. If you can subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate that as well. We're super close to 1,000 now. It's like 20 away or something. So it'll be awesome to get there. And I couldn't do it without you guys, so thank you very much for that. With that said, thank you for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.